First of all, we have to remember that our children being bored is actually a good thing.
Yes.
We want our children to be bored. And I think any one of us who are listening to the anxious generation right now know that one of the biggest dangers of our time right now is that children are not bored at all most of the time. They're constantly entertained, and that's a horrible thing.
Yep.
So
Not good.
anytime my kids tell me I'm bored, and we tell them this, we're like, oh, that's good. Wonderful. I am so glad. That is a good thing. I'm glad you're bored. Or we'll also tell them something like, only boring people get bored, because that's the other side of it. But here's the irony. It's kind of like this circle. You have to be bored in order to learn how to not get bored. And when you do learn how to not get
Catalyst.
bored, then you won't be bored anymore because you learn how to be interested in life. And people who are not boring, it's because they've found how to be excited and fascinated by the world around them, right? Sometimes I've found that one of the obstacles that are preventing them from finding something to do on their own is their inability or belief in their inability to be able to take action on something. So they might think, oh, I want to do this art project, but I can't get down the paints, or I can't find the paints, or I don't know where this is, or I don't have any paper, or so it's actually more of a logistical problem in some ways than it is just a not knowing what to do. So sometimes when I bring it up and I'll suggest things, because again, the suggesting thing can be helpful. You're suggesting for them without saying, I'm going to take charge. It's like, oh, you can do these things. And then they'll say, well, no, I can't because I don't know where this is. And I'll be like, oh, well, I know where it is. Go get it. And then you can do it. And so then that helps them overcome the obstacle that was preventing them. And then they can go off and do it.